You see, I would see it. He's not here.
Yeah, he says he's backstage.
Oh yeah, there he is. That's why
All
I
right.
can't see him all the way.
All right, we're live, man. Hello, everybody.
What's going on, everybody?
There you go.
What's going on, guys?
My
What's
name's
up, guys?
Stay Puff, and I arrive right on time as it goes live. I waste no time.
Bro, where'd Puff go? Where'd Puff? There he is. All right, now you're back.
Right there.
Oh man,
There he is. What's
what's
up,
going on,
guys?
guys?
What's up, Puff?
What's up, y'all? I'm sorry for the internet connection.
Hey,
You've
Hey,
been on
Javi.
all week, man. You've been on all weekend.
I know, right? Hey, Javi, your internet went out just as mine did at the end of yesterday's
I
show,
can't
man.
hear Puff.
That's right, man. I woke up today and I was setting everything up, and then I go to save the changes on everything on StreamYard, and it says like error, and I'm like, what the heck? And I go check my internet and my Comcast, and it's like outages. I'm like, oh man.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
That's the worst part, man. That's
Man, I
really the
can't
worst
hear
part.
Puff. Can y'all hear Puff?
Yeah.
I can hear
Yeah, I
Puff.
can hear him.
What the heck, man?
Yeah.
I might have to leave and come back. I can hear everyone else except Jim. Are you talking, Jim?
I am.
Well, I
Can you hear me?
Jim. I can hear everyone but Sean.
I can hear everybody.
Talk again, Puff.
Talk again, Puff.
Yeah. You can hear me,
I
Steve?
him.
You can't hear me?
Dang,
I can hear you.
Wow.
Y'all. I'm gonna jump out and jump back in and see if it works.
All
Yeah,
right.
Steve, come back
Okay.
up.
Okay, we'll just wait in silence for Steve.
It's
It's,
a moment of silence for Steve. I like that safe up. So what's going on, everybody?
Not
Not
much,
much,
man.
man. Not
Hey, Jeff, I
Happy
see that
Sunday.
y'all ended the show yesterday with Robert probably about
Yeah.
10 minutes after I left.
Yeah, like 10 minutes or
Yeah.
like 10, 15 minutes after you left. We ended it, and I wasn't, dude, I got the second win. I wasn't really tired. Everybody else tapped out before I did.
I haven't been able to play it, man. I've been trying to watch it, and for some reason, it doesn't play
Yeah,
it for me.
buffers.
Yeah, it just keeps buffering, so I haven't been able to watch that.
Maybe since it's a longer video,
Yeah,
it
man.
just takes more time.
Yeah. Bo just came up with the
there,
video.
there he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
Steve, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. All right. You just
All
had
right,
to
so
get right on. You had to get to my right. Now I can hear you.
Uh,
Don't fake me. Oh, I'm lip reading. You can't hear me? No.
Oh man. Yeah,
Man.
Steve,
I
you
used to
had
do that to
to.
my little brother. I'd go. He goes, I can hear the TV, dummy. Oh
funny.
man.
All right, guys. The number one question. We've been waiting all spooky. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it.
Let's
Yeah.
go with Jim. Let's let Jim lead this off since he was there
All
2
right.
days and he saw it all.
Yeah,
Wait.
he went.
Oh
the
no, you know
first
what? You
day.
know what?
Yeah, 2 days.
What?
So we'll let Jim talk.
Yeah, go.
All right, on the showcase. Hey, that was pretty good. I think I want to say this was my third spooky event that I've been to. First time going 2 days. We went Thursday night for Halloween with the kids so they can trick or treat, and then meet Rico Browning and hang out with him and do the interview. That was kind of a big key point for me because it wasn't going to be so busy, so I'd have a better opportunity for the kids to get their interview in with them and talk to them, and not be so crowded. Vendors, there was quite a few vendors, and it seems like there was a little more than there usually was in Orlando, because in Orlando it's usually seems like a smaller venue. I guess they usually have it at the Wyndham Hotel, and it was bigger. They had 3 rows of just Tattoo Alley, and then what do you say, Steve? They probably had 6, 7, 8 rows or something like that.
Yeah.
Of
Like
vendors.
about 8.
Yeah. So I mean, it was pretty good, and this year was, I guess, the first year they had it in Tampa. So, and they had it at the convention center where they had TampaCon. and it was pretty spread out, spaced out real well. There wasn't a whole lot of people. It didn't seem like a whole lot of people because there was plenty of room to walk, which was nice. It wasn't so cramped like it usually is. But apparently, though, I was talking to some of the vendors, and they said that they're usually in Orlando, and they usually have a better turnout as far as business goes than what they had in Tampa. So I don't know if they were just trying something new for Tampa, see how it turned out. I don't know if it's going to be a regular, but I thought it was great, you know, and plus it's a little closer for me to drive to than from Orlando. But it was good. Overall, it was good. They had a lot of great guests. Some of the lines were absolutely insane, like Elvira and Bruce Campbell and Sam and Ted Ramey's lines were just outrageous. Mm-hmm. But it was great. Had a good time. What do you guys think, Steve, Jeff? That was y'all's first time going, wasn't it?
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was my first time.
Did they have a lot of books?
No, not really.
Here, let Steve talk. Since Steve...
Yeah, there wasn't that many books.
What do you think, Steve?
I liked it. It was cool. I mean, I just think Robert G would have had a real good time at this. This was right up his alley.
It's more like Robert's Con.
I think Javi and Hailey would have liked it. I mean, because they like monsters in the magazines a little bit. I think Javi would have liked it a lot.
I'm sure.
Pretty cool, man. I didn't get to see the cars though. I didn't get to see them until your video, Bo. I didn't get to see them. That was cool.
Man, awesome.
I should have went back there and looked at the cars, man.
Yeah, that was a great video.
Yeah,
pretty cool looking.
I loved Ash's car he had, man, in the movies. In the sitcom was awesome.
I don't know if the cars were who they belong to, but I know Second Street Marvel YouTuber, he had asked if the one was actually Sam Raimi's car, because I guess he has a car like that. So I don't know if that was actually Sam Raimi's Oldsmobile or if it was just the fans.
Yeah, I don't know. That thing was decked up pretty good though, man. If a fan did
they were.
You know.
Do you guys think that was enough to have? How many days was that? 4 days?
3.
3?
Yeah,
okay.
4. I'm sorry, 4. Yeah, 4. Thursday through Sunday.
That show was big enough to have a 4-day show?
4.
Nah.
Yeah, 4.
Probably
I don't
not,
think.
but
maybe a 2.
If you want Bruce
not
Campbell
really.
and them, you're gonna have to wait, man.
It's not surprising that those 2 lines were long.
3 days,
Bruce
maybe.
Campbell and Elvira. It wasn't surprising.
They sold exclusive Elvira Pops, man. That line was around the corner and to the front of the whole building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last year they had a big situation with the Funko Pops where they had basically a small riot breakout because
Pup would know about that one.
they sold a bunch of Pops and they never came in. And so people were waiting in line for hours and hours on end, and then they finally come and say, well, we don't have them. They'll be here tomorrow. And so a lot of people were like, well, I got to go back to work tomorrow, or I'll have to pay to get in, you know, and I've already paid for it. And so it just people got tased, people got into fights, and people got arrested, and it was serious.
Over Pop?
That was last year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
For Elvira Pops.
Fist pumping.
Yeah.
Punching people.
I
I asked him how that went last year.
Yeah, I was talking to the tattoo artist when I was getting tattooed, and yeah, he was telling me, you know, one guy got tased, another guy, you know, just would not stop the fighting and making a scene. So, like I said, a few people got arrested, and it sounded pretty bad.
Speaking of which, I'm dying to see it, man.
What?
Your tattoo. I'm dying to see it, dude.
Hold on. No, I'm making it bigger so we can see it. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Right there.
Right
Man,
there.
that is so cool.
Hey, when he first signed it, he only signed Rico, and his daughter said, I think
you're gonna put Brownie?
Last name, Dad.
Oh, that was his daughter? That was his daughter?
Yeah.
His daughter was
His
The
daughter
lady
always
sitting next to
is
him,
like his little caregiver.
Hey, boy, I got a question. Did that hurt?
No. Not in that location.
Hey, in the video, it sounded like he was cooking.
Oh yeah.
Hey, hi, Leah. When I went down Tattoo Alley, when I walked down there, I was walking with a little boat, and I said, "Do you think they look at us like a blank canvas little boat?" I said, "I'm a blank sketch variant."
That was great. But yeah, I went Thursday, and you know how I was telling you guys I wanted to get my book signed and graded and all that stuff. Well, I got it signed, but I didn't get it graded because the grading company or the third party company, Agents of Slab, apparently they weren't going to be there Thursday, and I didn't plan on going Saturday, so I was basically stuck with having to get it signed without a witness and all that good jazz. But regardless, like I said, I'm not going to get rid of it. I'm still going to get it slabbed, and I'm going to keep it. So really, the grade doesn't really matter that much. Or,
Just keep it raw, man. Who cares, dude? Just keep it raw. That's awesome.
That's badass. Yeah, you're keeping it forever. It doesn't matter. That'll go to the little boat whenever.
Yeah, man. Just keep that raw, dude. That's great.
That'll be a family heirloom.
I just want to make sure it's protected,
Yeah.
So maybe I can find like a hard slab, one of those slabs that you can
crack open,
put books in and out. Yeah,
I'm sure you can.
It was awesome. And Thursday I picked up this from Rico.
Oh wow,
nice,
very cool.
Might as well show your pickup, Jim. You might as well show everything you picked up.
Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot. I mean, but I completed. I have all 3 of the Creature movies now, posters.
Sweet poster, man.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the guy, the guy
next...
he's lifting up looks like Bruce Campbell almost.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so cool.
Well, yeah, so if I have the opportunity to meet him next time, I'm gonna sign this. Then I'll have all 3 movie posters signed by him.
How much does he charge?
If you brought your own item, his signature was $35.
Wow.
And then it all depends on what you got. If you got anything from his table, his own pictures and stuff like that, then the price ranged.
Very cool, man.
Then when we went back Saturday, my daughter, like I said, my kids got to meet him Thursday. Well, my daughter she drew a picture for him, and she forgot it Thursday. So she asked me, since I was going back, if I would take it and give it to him. And she did a drawing, and then she did like a little coloring thing. And I gave it to him. You'll see in the video I posted today, I had a little short clip of it, but I gave him the picture, and he's like, "Oh wow, it's nice," and then he like started signing it. I said, no, that's for you. He's like, no, I want to give it back to her. I want to sign it and give it back to her. So he signed it and gave it back to her, and she was really happy about that.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Awesome, man.
That's something you might want to slab too, man, for sure. You imagine when she's
we're definitely going to get this frame.
years old and goes back and look and sees that.
Yeah, get that frame for sure. That's what you need to do with that. You need to
frame it. Yeah, frame it up and protect that.
And so that was my haul. That was all I got. That's, like I said, the tattoo was the priciest, I guess you could say. The tattoo and the signed poster. So
awesome, man.
But it was great, man. I had such a good time, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all came riding in style on Halloween with them costumes.
Oh yeah,
they did, man.
They
showed up in that thing kicking, man.
Yeah, the costumes my wife, she put together in a week, all of our costumes, her costume, my costume, my kid's costume, all it was all put together in a week. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to actually get them all tricked out, but they turned out pretty good. I was happy with my mask, and my daughter's costume looked awesome. She was the Red Death from from
Hey,
Phantom of the Opera.
I like the pictures y'all took sitting in the chair between the tower balls.
Yeah.
Bro.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. That was a cool little thing they had there for a little photo op you can sit at. Saturday they had the picture
Yeah, but when we
of
went back,
from Ghostbusters 2. You know what was his name? The big
Vigo?
painting.
Vigo the Carpathian.
Yeah, the big.
yeah.
Yep, they had that big painting right behind the chair Saturday.
Awesome.
And then they had a cosplayer sitting in it the whole time. They had a cosplayer sitting in
Yeah.
it the whole time too.
Super
But yeah,
cool.
it was cool, man. It was awesome.
So Jeff,
All
man,
right,
let's,
Steve, you got one thing to show off.
what are you talking
You got
about? man? I
one.
all
You
kinds
got
of
one
stuff,
thing to
man.
show off.
You know how I roll, man. I had all kinds of stuff in my pockets and in bags, everything.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's show your stuff off. And then I'll show
even
mine.
at a Monster Con, they do have some good stuff.
Nice.
Awesome.
Mhm.
This is metal.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
Both sides.
what was it? He's a mechanical pencil and something else. That's how
And,
she did that.
And Jeff got me this awesome Skeletor.
Skeletor.
So there was
Yep.
Super cool.
that, and I was gonna get this signed.
But yeah, but
Oh.
we weren't standing in that damn line,
Yeah,
man.
that line was so long.
That line was
so
huge.
I ended up with a cool buck, and I got this before we went, and I want to just go ahead and show this to Sean. Make sure he don't get another one.
Nice.
Hey Sean, that thing's head's big as mine.
I
I
think
don't know if you're gonna have this big bad boy.
that it looks
That was
bigger than
a
the
must-
regular
that was a must
staple.
get.
Yeah,
Sean, you don't got that, right?
not that one. I have
Yeah,
a
well,
Stay
that's-
Puft Pop, but not
Yeah.
that one. That's the bigger
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's the big one. I'll make sure you
Good.
get it. Now, I was gonna hold it all the way to Christmas or to the con, but I can't chance that. You be look at my new pup, be like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with this one? But yeah, man, that was the couple things I got. That hanging out with them was fun. Did you see Little Boat's hat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wearing a Misfits shirt,
Yeah.
and he's got the hat. Hialeah from he looked like the guy from what Fast Times at Ridgemont High would sell the tickets.
Oh yeah.
He had that same cool hat on. He tried to take it off during the video. I said, you ain't taking that hat off, man.
Dude, he looked great with that Frankenstein mask on, man. He looked awesome.
But
Yeah.
did you see his
That
hat
was
Saturday?
beautiful.
He had the old style hat, like
Yeah.
from the 50s.
You're right, dude. He looked just like the guy from that sold the tickets that he was.
Yeah,
very
so the
cool.
tickets, the one it was like Mama's All Right.
Yeah, he was always selling the Van Halen tickets. He was selling the Van Halen tickets.
Yeah. You don't know who Van Halen is? He was giving them kids a hell of a time.
Javi,
awesome.
can you shout out the chat like only you can?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Can't
can't hear.
hear.
Can't hear you, Javi.
Can't hear you.
Okay, I
Can't
thought I
hear
said,
you,
oh,
Ivan.
here I go again.
Okay, he's coming back. He'll shout out the chat. Or I'll shout out the chat. Let's see what we got in here. We got. All right, I'm
Yeah.
doing my best, Javi. Let me go back. Life with two YouTubes. Random Wolf. Sam's Tangled Web.
What's up, guys?
Harry Comics.
Perry.
Harry.
Harry Comics, the lurker.
Mastodon. S Cargo, My Cargo.
Dub.
Biggs.
Here's,
Thank you guys
here's
all for
Harvey.
coming. Appreciate it. I think. What Dubia? Like, thank you for stopping by,
Yeah.
guys. I think that's everybody.
Dubla.
Awesome. Dubia.
Dubla, I think.
Dubla.
Dubla. A
Dubla.
dubla.
My brother,
Yo, can you guys hear me now?
Javi. I did my best.
Hey, I got
Yeah.
one more thing to show that I picked up. I forgot about.
Go ahead, man.
It was before we went. We stopped at the flea market and Little Boat found. We were walking
Oh,
by
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the booths, and he's like, "Dad, look, there's He-Man's over there." So we found Merman.
Very nice.
We got Beast Man, but he broke here recently because his rubber band was dry rotted, but that's an easy fix. And guess how much we found these for? 25 cents a piece.
Can't beat
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
We found a Wolfman and a Frankenstein.
Very cool.
So I got all four of them for $1. Yeah, these things, the He-Mans they're like at least $10 a piece if you were to buy them anywhere else.
Oh,
That was the score of the day right there.
Very
they
cool.
So that
25
was-
cents.
Mhm.
I probably would have walked out with a bit more.
Well, if they would have had more, I would have. But that's the only ones that I've seen because they had all these toys like dumped in a giant bin, and it just had a thing that said 25 cents, and then to the bin next to it was like a quarter, toys for a quarter and stuff like that, and it was just a giant mound. There was probably like, I don't know, probably like a 35-gallon bucket, like Rubbermaid bin, like slapped full of toys that was for a quarter a piece. And so I don't think they knew what they had, or if they did, they just didn't care. But like I said, we went to the other shop there, and they had the same Beast Man going for $10.
Wow.
And his little neck piece alone goes for about $5 to $8 by itself if you were to buy it by itself.
That's crazy.
So we scored pretty dang good.
I wish I would have kept all of those.
Yep, that was I forgot about those we scored before we got there at the con.
That was pregame before we went to the con.
Yeah.
Awesome
All right.
stuff, guys.
Let's see what you got, Jeff. Let's see what me and Boat would dub the photo op.
Jeff got something?
Jeff was
Yo,
doing a photo
this-
op for like
this-
Oh yeah.
I got
This
my
picture is
photo op,
awesome.
My photo op. It was hilarious.
No, this
Jeff
this
was not
picture is
gonna miss that.
awesome.
That thing's
This
awesome.
thing.
Oh, Jeff, you're freezing up.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh,
Oh man.
Jeff. Jeff.
Not an internet problem.
Man. Same thing as yesterday, freezing up.
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second.
You want some of us to jump off? Maybe that'll help. You think
Don't try to
that
I'll
jump
hop
off
off.
and
Hold
watch
on, give me 1
football,
second.
Raul.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it.
the games haven't started yet?
They're
The games haven't
right on
started
the
yet,
brink.
Steve.
I'm watching my clock and I'm watching you.
Well, I'm better now, it seems like.
Ton of time.
Yeah.
Raiders don't
How
play
to
the
jump
four,
off,
don't
and
they?
it looks like
Before,
it looks
day
like,
before.
Yeah.
it looks like I'm okay now. It looks like.
Hey, yeah, another
so-
another thing that the shirt Jeff's wearing in there, that shirt, man, I never heard so many people ask to see that shirt, man. They love that shirt. His turtle
Yeah.
shirt.
The turtle shirt with the crane eating with Donatello eating crane. Dude, so many people stopped me about that shirt too, man.
What was it? It was Donatello doing what?
Eating the brain, the crane, the character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here's the flop that I kept saying with Steven. Kept saying photo. Yeah, like
If there would have been
Yeah,
a
but
drinking
the
game, we
dude, the
would have had to carry Jeff out because he said photo up about 100 times.
pretty much, I would have been drunk.
Dude, but how cool is that? Him getting dressed up like that. How cool is that, bro?
Yeah.
Can you imagine
But
Rooker?
my,
Yeah,
And you
that's
talking
awesome.
about
my
the
favorite-
costume, the
Yeah.
makeup, and all that.
Dude, how awesome is that, dude?
Yeah.
Well,
It
geez,
seems like that's a new thing now. A lot of the actors are starting to do that. It seems like more often now, where they're dressing up in their character they're known for.
Dude, I think that is awesome, dude.
Oh shoot! If I was there, I would have got a picture with Elvira in her costume.
Was she dressed
Like,
up?
that was only Friday.
I think for one
Yeah.
night, for one day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, for one day. Yeah. My favorite memory of this though is him dressed up in costume, walking out and going, "I got," saying the line from the movie, and then going, "I gotta go piss," and we're running to the bathroom. That was my favorite thing in the whole photo op. Was him running out, going, "David," something like the line from the movie, and then he goes, "David, I gotta go piss," and it runs off with his handler and everything. And then I got the pop sign too. So I got the
That's
pop
sweet.
sign, and it's
You got that at the counter, or you brought that with you?
I bought that with me, and then I got the COA for it. So now it's actually certified and everything. So it cost me $15 to get it certified, but it's now it's certified. So I have proof and everything. It's signed by him and everything. So
Very cool.
there.
I know
And then I
that,
had him sign the book.
bro. Both you guys, you and
Yeah.
Bo, man, you guys got like major. This was major for you guys,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then got him to sign the book. He goes, "Where do you want me to sign it?" I go, "Wherever you want to sign it." He signed the cover, and then he goes low pen but uses the arrow and points right at him at himself.
Should have got a tattoo,
And then
Jeff.
well,
Oh, I'd love to
dude,
see
it cost
Jeff
me
getting a tattoo.
It cost me $150
I don't
man,
watch
just
that
for
one.
this, and then plus that comic. It cost me $150.
Wow.
Yeah, but if you wanted like at the booth, if you wanted something to take a picture and a signature, it was $70 at the booth. But I already paid $80 for this for the photo op. So I'm like, and he's in costume. He was out of costume at the booth, so
Yeah, you
It
got
was
to
way
better
worth
deal with the photo op with the costume.
yeah.
But you know what? After the photo op, he went back to his booth and he was in full costume. So I wonder if the
Yeah.
people that paid the $20, they got a picture with him in costume at the booth.
Yeah, because it was another extra 25 to get him to sign the physical photo of this one, the physical photo. It would have cost me another $25 if I wanted it signed. Because I read that piece of paper on the wall. It goes, if you want James Hahn to sign your photo, it's going to cost you another $25. I'm like, I'm good.
And he was in a lot of other movies, right? Carpenter movies and whatnot. It
Yeah,
wasn't
Carpenter movies. He was in what the hell is that trying to think. He was in Revenge of the Nerds 2 as the old man and
Yeah. Yeah.
in
I
the
remember him.
and then he was and then he was
he was in a lot of movies,
like,
man. I remember him.
yeah, if you were like kids
Hey.
now would know him for Kung Fu Panda.
I want to meet that dude, that Asian dude who played the henchman in all those '80s movies, and Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, and
Oh yeah, dude.
yeah, because he was in Big Trouble in Little China too.
Yeah, dude. I know who exactly that.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
famous for being the notorious henchman.
Yeah.
Like you know him in every
Yep.
movie that he was a henchman.
Dude, you know who else would be good?
Yep.
That big strong guy that was in Bloodsport that he fought Bruce.
Yeah, that's the one I
Yeah.
was thinking
Yeah,
about.
Bolo.
Highlight
Bolo
that
Yin.
guy that did the
Yes. Remember his
Fuck,
chest
fuck,
was
fuck.
like,
He's small now.
Jean Claude, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he fought Jean Claude, dude. He killed his friend and stuff.
If you see
Well,
him
no,
now,
he
he's
hurt
really
me
small.
really bad.
Oh, really? Well, but
Yeah.
the guy's gotta be what in his 70s, right?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Gotta be
At
up
least.
there. Dude. But that guy was
Yeah, but
up.
his son looks like
His son is a
his
beast.
son looks his son looks like a twin. Like everybody says his son looks just like him when he was younger.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys hear
Yeah.
about the Tenchi movie that that it might be like a blood sport kind of thing? That'll be cool, man. I can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, Shang-Chi gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
So yeah, y'all had an awesome adventure at Spooky Empire, man. That's great, man.
I know you guys been looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I was.
Hey,
Just
hi,
to
Leah.
meet
We
him,
went
just to
we
meet
went
him.
and ate in our same exact seat that me and you and your daughter and all of them.
Yeah.
Open, so we said we got it. Jeff's like, yeah, that's the seat. And we
You
went
relived
about
it. You relived it.
Yeah, we went right
Yeah.
to the same one, man.
Awesome.
It's too cool, bro.
Hey,
well-
Bolo's 73 years old.
He's 73.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, I would have never guessed that, man.
What's his name?
Bolo Yen.
Bolo.
Bolo Yen.
Polo Young.
Very cool. Hey, Jeff, you were telling me before the show. Tell him the story about Lopan talking Cantonese and Mandarin and all that.
Oh yeah. He was talking like he was waving to the guy next to him, and then he was talking mad shit under his breath in Cantonese. It was so freaking funny though. He's waving to the guy. He was you asshole and all this other stuff.
And you're like the only guy that can understand it.
Yeah, so I'm standing in line. Oh, there was a white guy dressed up as Lopan. White guy
Oh.
with a black beard, and then asked Steven. Then we saw.
You pointed
like,
him
what
out.
the
I
hell?
was good to see him.
Yeah. Because we look, and then I'm like, "What the hell is?" He walks by, but he was in the photo op with them with James and everything. It was funny, man. Like there was a guy dressed up as Jack Burton in there too. So that was pretty cool.
How long of a line do you guys think it would have been if Kurt Russell would have been there?
Oh,
Golly.
Hey,
Oh, forget about it, man.
Hey, that shit would have went to
Forget
Sean's
about
house
that
in
one.
Orlando.
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It went to my crib.
Are you kidding, man? All those movies he's made.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, I
bro.
know.
Snake Plissken, bro.
Yeah,
Snake
imagine if it was
Snake when he made
Yeah.
that shot, when he made that half court shot. I said, "Oh my god, what a
Oh man, Snake Plissken would be there. I'd be there super early just to be in the front line.
Dude,
Yeah.
that would be nuts, bro. He's got Tombstone, Wyatt Earp. He's got so many movies, man.
Yeah, man.
man." He was in Guardians of the Galaxy, boys.
That's right. He was
Don't
Ego.
forget that he was Ego.
Yeah, man.
He gave his
Yeah.
wife cancer, and then my boy Star Lord fired on him. He tried
No
to kill him.
hesitation.
You did what?
Yeah. That,
Oh man.
Dude, straight up.
Plus,
man.
The Thing, one of my favorite horror movies. You know, I love The Thing, man.
Hey, Puff, it's my favorite, man. It's
I
my
love
that movie is just so good. The soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that theme song that plays, it just gives you that sense of dread and
Yes,
eeriness.
bro.
But it's awesome, man.
That music is just dum dum
Yep.
dum dum, and you just know it's coming, bro. It is just so good, that movie, man.
Hey, have you did another video with John Comments with Kids on Movies?
We gotta do the 80s, man. I'm dying. I haven't got in contact with them. Maybe I'll shoot them a message. We have to.
Yeah, man.
The 80s
That
is
I'm
That
down to
was
do
a
an
great
80s
show,
one
but
with you
man,
guys
it's gotta
because
be
I
You know-
love
the
80s
category.
movies too.
You know the thing's gonna be. That's in one of my top 5 for the 80s for sure. For
Okay.
sure, bro. For sure.
This one's for me. Mine. My top 80s movie. This is gonna be mine.
For sure.
Yeah, on mine.
Dude,
My
hey,
top 80s movie.
backstage is he gonna pop back in?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Let me see if we can pop him back in. Well, he's not backstage.
I'm gonna send him a message, man. We can't
I don't see him down here.
do copyrights without him.
Yeah, we can't do it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Hey man, we could show some. Did y'all get any pickups this week? Cause I'm back in the game, boys.
back.
Yeah. I
Oh
can get
yeah.
comics again.
Hey, yo,
Yeah, it is November.
Yeah.
I'll show off a little bit of what I
Who
got.
was-
I'll show off some.
okay. So we'll,
I got my
I'll
haul.
make a figure. There he
Of
is.
course, I showed this last night.
Basketball ahead, yeah.
Yeah,
Is that,
Hold on.
have you read that, Sean?
I'm gonna read it today.
All right, yeah.
But,
let me
I'm
know
gonna
what you think of that because I heard people was liking that.
I'm
Yeah.
interested in that. I'm interested to see if that's a good read.
Plus, it's Joe Hill, and I enjoyed Lock and Key, so I'm definitely can't wait to give this a read. This was a surprise. I don't know if y'all read this before. My shop put all 4 issues of the Chrononauts by Mark Millar.
No, never.
Oh, yeah, I got it too. I haven't
Yeah.
read it yet. I haven't read it yet.
All
It,
4
it's still sitting on my damn
issues.
reading pile.
They all came out in one day. So
Wow, really?
yeah,
Yeah, I
they all
didn't
came out
expect
in one
that.
day. So you
Yeah,
ain't got to wait. I
You
can
ain't
just
Hey,
beat
got
it all in
some,
one
but
sitting.
they try to hit that pocket hard. Bow! Right at one time.
Yeah, but
Is
look,
my mic working? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
we can
Okay,
hear you.
cool.
All right,
We got-
next
we
up,
got-
I
Yeah,
got
we can hear you. You're
We got
gotta
Take
take-
the Time Collectibles just jumped on. What's up,
Yeah, that's
Brian?
right.
next. I got
That's cool.
Hellboy and the BPRD. This is Long Night at the Goloski Station.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet cover too. That dog.
That's Magnola.
Yeah, that's got to be Magnola. That's his.
Yeah, that's Magnola. So I got that. Got Black Panther 17. I've been in and out of the story, but it's still keeping my interest. Got this Deceased cover with Detective Chimp.
That's
Oh, we
cool.
got Burke Family
I got the
54
opposite
comics in the
cover.
chat
What's
too.
up, Bert? Go Cats.
What's up, Bert?
And then I just brought the dollar comic of Superman, Death of Superman.
Awesome.
Also, DC's doing that too, huh?
I got yeah.
That's cool.
That's it.
Take the Time collectibles. He mentioned how Chrononauts Volume 1 was great. So good pickup on that.
I liked it.
Yeah.
It wasn't great for me, but it was okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got.
All right, Steve. Since you got the pickup stuff,
I got something for Chad.
let you show off your
This is-
pickup.
Of course, you got something for Chad.
This is the metal cover by our comic, my LCS comic spot, and it's limited to 100.
Oh,
Nice.
God,
This
it's
thing
gonna
is
freak,
beautiful,
bro.
man.
This is Tyler Kirkman.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Kirkman cover.
Wow.
Oh,
Stegman was just at our shop yesterday doing signings. I didn't go though.
It was yesterday, Javi?
Yeah.
Oh, it was yesterday. I missed it, man. Damn.
And
Yeah,
I
it was-
got a couple of these. You know, I had to get this.
Wow,
Nice.
nice. Awesome.
All these are number 25, and I had to get this last variant.
Oh yes, that's the good one.
How
Right
would,
there.
how would you like to walk down
How
the
much did
alley
you
and
get that
pop
for?
up? Oh, gee.
How much did you get that for, Steve?
My buddy got them for me. He gave them to me. A-OK
Oh.
them to me.
Very nice, bro.
Yeah, he
and some
he's
zombie
out
trims,
there.
didn't he?
Actually, he's got the same LCS as Rod does,
Okay.
and the guy got them for him.
Very nice.
And I'm missing number 4. I still got to find number 4 because they didn't have it.
Yeah,
So
Perry
that-
said. Perry says he missed out on that one, but he got the issues. He can't wait for, I guess, Kirkman to come to Comic Spot so he can get them signed.
I got a rare variant too.
Oh,
Nice.
That's by Jim Boatwright.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's the Jim Boatwright
Yeah,
variant.
that's the one of one.
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
like me
bro.
some Ghost Rider. I know Sean does too.
What's that?
But those are the main books I picked up. But I meant to give this. I went to give to Jim, and I forgot. I didn't know if he has this. It's a cool
I
cover.
do not. Ethan Van Sciver looks like drew that, yeah?
He does not.
You don't have that, Jim?
No, I don't. That looks
Alright,
cool, though.
I've never even
I
seen
meant to
that,
give
man.
it to you yesterday, but it's laying on my desk, and now I see it because I sat
Awesome.
down here to look. I don't know if you guys seen this, but I finally got this back from getting graded. The Jenny
Oh,
Freaks,
nice.
Her,
Oh
this is her
yeah, yeah,
first commission
yeah.
cover.
Wow.
The
I
first
was
thing-
happy because I thought it was going to be maybe a 9, hoping for a 9, and it came in
Second,
9.6.
9.6, that's
Queen
great.
Worked on that one for sure.
That's a commission?
Good.
Well, that's the first commission that she got paid for cover. She did another cover on, can't remember if it was Transformers or something like that.
And where did you pick that up?
Actually, I got that at Urban Legends in the six variants for
Yeah, it was-
$20 bin. So I got it
Wow.
for about $4, $5.
Wow, that is awesome, dude. And it came back at 9.6. That's great.
Yeah, man, it's a good. They're going for $100 to $200 now. Some of those.
Damn.
So it was a pretty cool little pickup. I love it when I get them for when I do score something like that. I just got it because I liked it, and then it ended up being something.
And you sent it in to get slabbed?
Yeah, I sent it in to get slabbed right before TampaCon, right before that.
Perry says Urban Legends best hunting spot.
Dude, they got a lot of stuff, man. Hey, Perry,
No, right before MegaCon.
he got the guy that was switching prices on him too. He said he found out who it is.
No, he had somebody doing that?
They were doing it while we were at Spooky Empire. Yeah, he posted it. He hasn't posted them out yet.
And he caught what the guy was changing.
Prices, putting $20 books for $1.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Damn.
got 'em.
I guess you can't go back there, Jeff.
No, it wasn't me. I overspend on
No, Jeff.
books, man. I don't understand on books.
Shoot, Jeff.
Jeff got an alibi. He was waiting for the photo op.
He was in a photo op.
He was in a photo op.
Yeah, photo op.
There's
Photo op.
there's no denying
That's what
that.
it is. Yeah, you know, photo op every time. Yeah, but the people running it, man, they didn't. I go James Hahn, and they go, oh, they give me the other James. I'm like, no, yeah. And then I even showed the receipt, show the people the receipt, and they look, oh, it's at 4:30. Ask Jim and them. They say, oh yeah, it's at 4:30. Then we go look again. I go look at the
Go
schedule
on,
again,
you
and
see
then
that
it
book.
goes 5:45. Okay.
Hey, we gotta
Hold
see
on, give
this.
me one second.
Javi won this on DS Comics auction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And just
I
in
picked
time for
this up.
Tad.
Yeah.
Man,
I
that's
picked this
sweet,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to.
This is
In fact, you sold that
What's
yesterday,
up,
right,
Chad?
Javi?
He
Yeah, I
unboxed
showed
it on
this
your
on
show.
yesterday.
He unboxed
Yeah,
it on
man.
your show.
9.6. I mean, it's a great segue for one of the segments that we're gonna
That's
do
cool.
on today's show.
So you want to start off?
Copper Age.
Yeah, you guys
Why
go
not?
ahead and
Let
you guys go ahead
Javi
and
start
it
off.
since
Javi's
we know
the
one of your artists.
yeah. You
Okay,
want
Javi,
to go ahead, Javi?
who's your number 5, son? Who's your number 5?
Well, I mean, he's this is Mike Zeck. So Copper Age, one of my favorite Copper Age artists right here.
Okay. You guys want to do it like that? We'll just show. I got my 5.
Yeah, I got my 5 too.
We don't have to do it in order. We'll just show our 5s. Everybody goes and shows theirs.
All right.
Oh, love that cover,
Yeah,
Javi.
yeah.
Love that one too, man. Puff, you were talking about this yesterday.
All right.
Yeah, man.
What's your-
I'm
yeah,
Mike
what's your
Zeck,
number?
honestly.
I love me some Mike Zeck.
So Hialeah, what's your number 5?
My 5. All right. I'm gonna do it a little different. I'm gonna show 2 books of each.
Hold on.
Mine. Okay. You want Javi to finish? Yeah, Javi.
Oh no, I'm
Finish your 5, Javi.
I thought we
Okay,
were gonna
so-
we're not doing them one at a time.
Nah, we'll
Hold
just
on.
show all
Wait,
5.
one second.
What's up, John's Comics for Kids?
yeah. We also have 90
What's
ML
up,
Comics.
90? YouTube is 90.
Thank you everybody for hanging out. So what we do on Silver Age Sundays is we do a little bit of a Mount Rushmore showcase. If you don't know what a Mount Rushmore is, it's your top 4 of your favorite categories. Today we are doing Copper Age comic book artists, and the mightiest panel of them all. We like to change things up. We also like to mention an honorable mention, so our Mount Rushmore, and then kind of like a 5th honorable mention. My honorable mention is actually George Perez, who did all the covers for Crisis on Infinite Earths, and he did the Teen Titans stuff. But George Perez, he's kind of one of my favorite artists, and he kind of blends in from copper to bronze to all those comic book eras. But he's my honorable mention. My top 4 is actually Bob Layton, who did all the Secret Wars covers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And of course, he did all the covers for
Definitely.
Iron Man. He had a huge Iron Man run. So Bob Layton, he's got to be my top 4. Look at that cover, man, right there with all the
That's
villains.
beautiful.
Top 3. He's I guess more underground, not as well known as some of the others, but Paul Gulacy. He did a lot of like sci-fi art. He did a lot of the covers for Bizarre Adventures.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. A lot of that like retro 80s science fiction art.
Javi, that looks like such a book that you would love, bro. He looks like an artist. Oh, perfect pick for you, man.
Yeah. I don't have my magazine size Bizarre Adventures. He did a sweet cover with Nightcrawler, Elektra, and I forget Jean Grey, I think was on the cover as well. So that's my number 3. Number 2, I guess my number 2 and number 1 are kind of a tie, but I already showed off Mike Zeck doing his beautiful work on Punisher. And then some of the other heroes that he worked on, like this amazing slab that I just picked up from DS Comics.
So cool.
And you got, I mean, the cream on the crop, the cherry on top. We got to go with Todd McFarlane. He is.
Yeah,
work on-
McFarlane's my number 1 too.
I mean, his work on Spawn is just amazing, but all the other heroes that he came to life, and I love this amazing Spider-Man cover right here. The Red Skull in the background.
Man, I didn't even think of Tom McFarlane, dude. I consider him more of a modern artist.
Yeah, I guess you could, but all these artists sort of, once you get into the Copper Age,
Yeah.
I mean, they all kind of blend into
Yeah.
all
They're
the
competing
ages.
with each other.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I had George Perez, honorable mention, because of, just the amazing artist that he is. Todd McFarlane, Mike Zeck, Paul Gulacy.
I love that pick right there, man. No, never even heard of that guy. Awesome.
Yeah, check his stuff out.
Definitely.
Yeah, science fiction stuff. And Bob Layton.
Very nice.
So yeah, man.
All right. I could go next.
Kind of my Highly
Okay.
itching to go next. Let him go.
That's a great list. That Dugasi guy, I never would have seen that coming. But looking at those covers, that's a total hobby pick, man. I love it.
Yeah. If you want to bring it back to me, I can show off that
Yes, for
Bizarre
sure.
Adventures book right here.
Hold on, give me 1 second, Javi. I got you.
Oh man, that is so nice.
That's okay. That's
See-
nice, man.
Yeah. And I picked this up with you guys, so
Very nice.
cool. Thank you, guys.
Good memories with it, though. Good memories with that book.
Yeah. All right, hi.
All right,
What you
let's
got?
go to Hialeah.
All right, I
Let's
got
see now what's
5.
going on.
I did it a little bit different. I did all my guys a little bit different, except for one guy. I mainly picked them based on some very cool runs that I liked from the Copper Age, and some of them mix in. They're a little bit more bronze, but they're right. They all blend in. Anyway, okay. My first guy is Michael Golden, and I picked him because of the Nam run and Marvel Fanfare. I just love this guy's art. If you guys have never read the Nam, it's so good. And Marvel Fanfare, he only did a few issues. I believe like 4. I think he did the first 4, and absolutely gorgeous art, man. So he's my honorable mention. Then I went with Arthur Adams because when I saw his work, it was like nothing I had seen before, and I really loved Arthur Adams. He did X-Men and he did a lot of stuff, but this is Arthur Adams. My number 3 is Paul Smith, because he did a run on X-Men. It was about maybe 10 issues, but I absolutely love his work on the X-Men. It's some of my favorite stories. He doesn't get the credit, so I'm giving him credit here, man. The guy he did a lot of work, but he's just not well known. But the guy was amazing. My number 2, I gotta go with Javi. It's George Perez. I just love George Perez, and his run on New Teen Titans is just amazing. It was like the answer to Marvel's X-Men run with John Byrne and Claremont, and it was Marv Wolfman and Perez, and an incredible run. Crisis on Infinite Earths, amazing run as well. So he's my number 2, and my number 1 is Frank Miller, and it's because of the Daredevil run. It is just one of the greatest runs I've ever read, and his art just brought this to life, the grittiness, and it was just perfect for it. And I just loved his run on Daredevil, one of my all-time favorites. Also, his work on Sin City, amazing stuff, and he's my number 1, pretty much hands down, dude. If you've never read this, his run on Daredevil, man, pick it up. It's just so good. So that's it. That's my Mount Rushmore of Copper Age, guys. Thank you.
Great stuff, man. I love those
Alright.
Daredevil slabs.
So who?
I'm gonna go next because y'all killing me here.
Okay,
I'm like, damn.
yeah, me too, man. Because I'm not sure.
But my honorable mention, and he got his start in the 80s. But I'm gonna go with Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola has some solid cover art and some solid interior art. And it pretty much paved the way for his run on Hellboy for his start in the 90s. So Mike Mignola, and you also credit Art Adams on here too, since they both did this cover. So that's awesome. My number 5, we talked about this yesterday, Hialeah, but in the 80s, I liked the John Romita style. And he did this cover along with his father, this iconic Spider-Man cover with the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Classic cover, And he had a lot of great covers in the 80s and some great artwork that he did. So John Romita Jr., my number 5. My number 4 is Todd McFarlane. I enjoyed his stuff back then. It wasn't until like some of the 90s stuff where I started growing out of his style. But when he first came out, his stuff was amazing. It was unique and it was different. So Todd McFarlane is my number 4. A name that I have not seen show up yet in the 2 in Hialeah and Javi, but he got his start in the X-Men in the 80s, and that's Jim Lee with this classic Punisher cover with Wolverine. Jim Lee definitely started in the 80s with X-Men, and then he blew up big time in the 90s with X-Men 1. Number 2, I'm going to go with some Mike Zeck greatness. Classic Zeck. I wish I had the Punisher covers, but I'm going to go with Secret Wars 8 and Secret Wars. Can't go wrong with Mike Zeck. He has some great covers and great artwork. And my number 1 was echoed by Hialeah, and that's Frank Miller.
Awesome.
Can't go wrong with Frank Miller. Back when his artwork was solid.
Solid, exactly.
Solid. The Wolverine run, Daredevil run, and even to a certain extent, the Dark Knight, Returns. It was solid artwork. So Frank Miller was the man in the 80s.
Yeah, man. That the Dark Knight, when that came out, man, that was his art, and that was so out there, man, so different than anything I've ever saw. It was just stupendous, man. Frank Miller was in the 80s. That guy was gold.
Yeah. And that's my top 5.
Awesome, man. Great
Uh,
list.
Who else? All right, let's go with Steve.
Yeah, I should never go after Stay Puff. Man, my number 5, I couldn't find a book. I had them all last week, but I put them up. But was Mike Zeck was honorable mention. He did everything. And my number 4 is Mike Mignola. Love all the Hellboy stuff because I know every time I see one, I know his art for sure.
That's a great point, Steve. That's a perfect point.
I look at his books. Man, that's Mike. It's kind of like Scotty Young.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure. I couldn't find my Jim Lee book, man. I only got a few of Jim Lee, but he's awesome, man. Jim Lee, he's one of the top. Got to be in the top 5. My number. I don't know if you guys mentioned this guy. Hold on. Where's my book? I'll put it over here. Was Capullo, because Spawn is definitely one of my favorite runs of all time. I mean, he started and finished, and he's still going. And number 1, McFarlane for sure. I don't know if he did this cover, but I love this. Is one of my favorite covers.
I don't know if he did. What number is that?
He did this one, but I love this cover, man. So it was my favorite one. So that's my list, and almost identical to Sean's list.
What's up, Justice for Comics? Thanks for stopping by.
Hey,
awesome list, Steve. Awesome list, dude. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong. There's so many good ones, man, and a lot of them stretch, like Javi said, from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s. I mean, these guys got longevity, man. That's a long time to be doing it.
Yeah, that's a great point. Who wants to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
All right. This was pretty hard. I agree, it's pretty hard because there are quite a bit of great artists to choose from, and trying to narrow it down to 4 and 5 is pretty hard. My honorable mention is going to be Larry Hama with his G.I. Joe run.
Nice.
I really like a lot of Larry's work, good writer, good artist. He's one of those jack of all trades. My number 4 is kind of hard too because they're brothers. I mean, both of them are really good, but I'm going to go with Andy Kubert with his Ghost Rider run.
Nice, man.
Nice pick.
Yeah, the Kuberts, they do some pretty amazing work. My number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Jimmy Palmiotti.
That's beautiful, man. Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Number 2 would be Todd McFarlane.
Very nice.
And I've already set them for Bronze Age, I think, or Bronze Age. But I'm about to say them again because I love them so much. Bob Layton as well, like Javi. Bob Layton's definitely my guy for that time era.
That one's signed, huh? You got that one signed at Tampa?
No, I had this one signed when he came to Uncanny Heroes a couple years back.
Oh man, that is cool.
Awesome.
For little local signing. So yeah, those are mine. And like I said, I had Jim Lee also. The Alpha Flights were starting off, and I had a Greg Capullo also.
Very cool.
And we didn't even think of John Byrne because in the 80s, he really came into prominence in the 80s with his Fantastic Four run. The tail end of his X-Men, Fantastic Four thing, Superman. Yeah, John Byrne was cool.
I really enjoyed Byrne with his Namor run. I've been reading the Namor run, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But that Namor run came out in 90, I think, 90 or 91.
I had him in my Bronze Age list, man, because
Yeah, I had him too.
dude.
But
Yeah.
like the 80s is when he exploded in terms of doing other things
Yeah,
outside
pretty
of
much.
just
Yeah.
X-Men and
Yeah.
stuff. Like his Fantastic Four one is highly remembered. Many people consider that like a successor to the Stan Lee and Jack Kirby
Yes.
run.
Yes.
So, and then of course his She-Hulk, you know, that was another one.
I like his Alpha Flight. He started Alpha Flight.
Yeah, Alpha Flight too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved his Alpha Flight. I was a big fan. Guys, we got to come up with another Mount Rushmore. We got to think of one this week. I don't have one off the top of my head. If somebody wants to say one.
Modern age.
All right,
Nick,
Nick,
Mount
okay,
Rushmore.
Jeff, it's your turn, man. You gotta go. What are your top 5?
Okay. It's George Perez, 4. Bob Layton is 3. 2 is Todd McFarlane, and then the one we just mentioned. What the heck? The Superman run. The Superman
John
run.
Brown?
Alan Moore. Yeah.
Bird?
That's 1. That's 5. Yeah,
Nice.
that's my 5.
No, go wrong, man.
Yeah.
Where'd Javi go? Javi popped out again?
Yeah, I guess so. He's in the chat.
Yeah, I get. Yeah.
Okay, Javi says no, not modern. Okay, Javi. There's a million. Yeah,
Not
you're
modern. Okay. All right. Well, Golden Age then.
Oh boy.
There's only the-
Hey,
We're
we
gonna
can
do
come
this.
up with a list.
Dude,
I ain't no one gonna have the books.
let's-
Yeah.
I like the modern. Let's do the modern, and
Uh-huh.
it'll show us all our different preferences, man. You know, that's what I like
Okay.
about that. You know,
All
so-
Which modern are you talking about? 90s to now or more of now?
okay, you want to do more of now? Let's do from 2000 to now.
Okay.
That sounds good, guys.
Okay.
It's gotta be
All
from 2000
Yeah.
to now.
I already
Okay.
got mine. I already know what I'll be doing on that.
All right.
I'm going before Sean next one. That's what I call. Well, this is a broad category. Some people might not even have the same 2 people on the list on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
This
we
gonna be
going
really
we going to like almost 2 decades worth, so
Nah.
that
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
would
you
be
got-
much broader.
Yeah, you might be like.
You guys want to shorten it? You guys want to shorten it 2000 to 210?
No, I like it like that because
I like
it's definitely
that.
going to be a different list.
Okay. Oh
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, we're-
Definitely. This is gonna be so different right now. The list next week is gonna be okay. I'm so guys. Maybe in 2 weeks. I'm gonna be out of town next week.
Okay.
If that's okay with you guys. 'Cause
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
We're down.
Thanks, guys. Hey, I got
All
to say something real quick, dude. I look
All right.
forward to this every week, hanging out with you guys, man. I know you guys get. I was jelly as hell when I saw that video, and
I
see
do
Jeff
too.
walking with the kids, and then Steve pops up, and it's like, damn, I wish I could have been there, dude. So this is
Yeah,
it
the.
was fun.
But I look forward to this every week, man.
Hey man,
Yeah.
Boat was in his element there, man. He was
Yeah,
everywhere.
I was so happy because yes.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. I was so
I was just
happy
happy
with
to
that
hear
video. You guys just hanging out together, man.
Yeah, and they was able to pop up yesterday on my show. You know, it was amazing.
Bro, 3 hours.
3
Sean.
hours, man.
We
And it
tried.
went like that, right?
I tried.
It
Yeah,
went
we had so much fun, man. It was like it didn't matter. We could have won another 2 hours if
for
it.
sure, dude.
Yeah, your
And
first
then-
show, man. You
Mhm.
never forget. I wanted to make sure we popped on that sucker. at
Your
least for a
first
minute.
show.
Yeah, all I saw was the side of your
Hobby's
face,
back.
Steve. No.
Yeah.
So-
Jeff's internet kept coming and going. He's like, I can't move. It'll lock up.
Yeah.
So
I
what'd
don't
you
think
guys
that was the
decide on?
problem.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people being there using the internet.
2000 to now.
2000 to now.
Modern
To now.
age.
Artists,
Yeah.
top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ignoring the 90s strictly because
Right.
it's the 90s.
You know,
Perfect, John. That's
we're
well
getting-
said. Well said.
if we're getting into the modern age, since that's more accessible to us collectors, if you want to try this out for a future Mount Rushmore, we can pick one modern age artist, and maybe
I
the
can't
top
hear
four,
Hobby. Y'all let me know what he said.
our top 4 favorite covers for that one artist.
Okay.
All right, you guys want to do that? That sounds good.
What did he
Okay.
say? I didn't. He's not coming in on mine.
Yeah.
He said
That sounds good. That's a good
you're
plan.
not welcome anymore, Steve.
God dang it, Hobby! You could have texted me that bastard.
What he's saying is that we choose one particular artist that we like, and then make a list of 4 covers or books that we like
yeah,
of that particular artist.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
cool. Like if I got a favorite variant artist, I can do 4 variants. And
All right, and we'll go from 2000 to now. Our favorite artists from 2000 to now, and 4 top covers that we like.
Yeah.
Sounds
I-
good.
I'm
Perfect.
kind of guessing
That'd be cool.
Jeff's list. You know, I could
Yeah.
see about he's gonna choose Perillo, and I'm like, damn it,
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be tough too. man.
Perillo and Perillo's girlfriend probably.
That is
so.
tough. Are we gonna
Yeah.
do all one artist across the panel, or like are we
We could
gonna
do
just?
that, man, and we could just do that from now on. Pick your one artist from a certain time period and show your 4 top covers if you have it.
Yeah.
But we'll do 2000 to 2000 to present.
Okay.
And we'll bring some Silver
that'd
Age
be
cool.
topics back. We'll do like affordable keys in Silver Age,
Yeah.
or we'll bring some Silver Age topics back for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to Comic Head 84 in the chat.
84's in the chat.
What's up, man?
84.
What's up? Coming by.
Dude, everybody's popping in today, man. Everybody. So far, everybody's popped in today.
That's cool, man.
hey,
We're getting out there now, man. We're
hey, I
getting
watched
out there.
I watched the video back a little bit ago of y'all's show, and I guess Big Will didn't remember. He's got my address. I sent him AOK. He must have forgot about it.
Hey, what was this? You put in the chat something about a story, and he didn't remember what the story was.
He was a kid, and he was and there was these kids was picking on girls, and he said he did some kind of kick or something, man. It was so funny to hear him tell it. All
did
I
the
could
Bruce Lee
imagine
kick
is
or something like that.
a
Yeah, I
little
remember
version
that
of
one.
Big Will and doing some kind of kick to this guy. I don't know what it was. It was a Power Rangers kick or something, but he had me dying one night on his show when he
That's
had
awesome.
We gotta remind them to say that story. We gotta.
I'll remind him. I'm gonna hit him up. And yeah, I sent him a book one time. I sent him the Wolverine where his claws were dragging the ground.
Oh, that he's on the bike. That he's on the
Yeah, he's
motorcycle.
on the bike and his claws are dragging the ground.
Mhm.
It's Addy Granoff, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Addy
it was that
Granov, yeah.
variant, and I sent him that 9.8 of that. But I forgot to put the note in there, so he didn't know. I'm looking at the note. I said, "Dang, I didn't put the note in." I've done that twice actually. Did the Bueller too. So I said, "Bueller, you got something coming. It's not gonna have a note." But
Wow.
I told him that, I sent it, and he's like, "Man, I just thought, man, the UPS guy was just out throwing out 9.8 slabs. I was gonna be outside just collecting them."
But did he find out that it was you?
Yeah, he knew. I told him. But
Hey, I said a story yesterday on Puff's show about you on Bueller's on his auction. That you
oh yeah, on the auction, that guy.
you want to say that story real quick?
Yeah, that was I was bidding with this guy Daniel in what was it, Marvel Action 10, that one that's hot right now with the Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, it's like $100 book or
With the
something
Venom
like that
on
now.
the cover.
And he was bidding in the bid, and then Bueller says in the chat, he goes, "Man, I really thought this book would go over 100. It was at like 80, so I put up 101." That guy Daniel goes,
Oh man.
I'm out. He goes, Steve Whiting is my new enemy. He put that in. I said, Daniel, I might go from your worst enemy to your best friend, because I'm going to AOK you this, and now you can take the money you were going to buy it and get it slabbed, because he said he was possibly going to get it slabbed if it was a good
Wow.
condition.
Oh
Bueller,
man.
Bueller don't grade books much, but he said, "Man, it looks perfect to me." So
Damn, Steve, you're too much, man. That's
yeah, man. I said so. He
that's
said
awesome,
to him,
dude.
"Hey, but I didn't know he was local. So you guys got this on live chat. Bueller owes me $10. No, I'm just kidding. I sent him money to ship it to that. He's gonna come pick it up. I said, well, you really made out, Bueller.
He's here from Florida. The guy's in Florida.
No, he's in Oregon with
no,
Oregon, not Oregon.
Oh,
Oregon.
He's in Oregon with Bueller. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
he said he'll
okay.
probably come to the meet him up at the shop and just come pick it up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude,
Comic Head 80.
That's amazing, bro. You're too
That
much.
was a cool book and everything, but I did it mainly for Bueller because I know he needed a little bit of cash. I talk to him all the time, so I sent him that. Ain't no big deal.
Kenny says he's got to join in here.
But that was
with
funny,
his,
man. That dude said you're my new enemy.
That's
I
fine.
said I got an enemy on YouTube, on Instagram, and everything now. What the hell?
Hey, from enemy to friend.
Yeah.
Man, I can't
That's
hear
what you do.
anything Javi's saying. I know Javi's probably over there.
He said from enemy to friend. From
Yeah.
Enemy to his good friend. After that, he said, "Man, I don't even have no words for this. This has never happened. I don't even know what to say." That was.
Dude, that's awesome.
Hey, Steve, so you know about
That's awesome.
the ALK that Big Will said that he was going to send out to you from yesterday?
I heard he was. Yeah, he was gonna. I seen. What was the book? Oh, it was a Batman book, right?
I think so.
Batman.
It was
No,
a
I think it was a
Batman.
Venom.
It was
it
Batman and
Venom?
the
I thought it
Might.
was Batman Arkham something or
Yes.
Batman
with
and
the
the
Max
Max.
something like that. It was a cool
With the
looking
Max.
book. It's
Batman.
funny,
Yeah,
man.
one of the variants.
I looked at that book long and hard one time, and I thought about getting it for Perry. The guy had done a remark on it, and had a Batman Who Laughs was in the picture sideways. It looked pretty cool. I looked at it for a while, but someone bought it before I could get it.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
awesome.
Terry don't
He's going.
deserve it. You deserve it more than Terry do.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna hop out of here.
Perry the Lurker. He's probably
All right.
he's probably in the show, and we don't even know it.
He's lurking.
He was.
He's lurking.
But,
I saw it.
yeah,
That's why I said it.
Big Will's going to be on next week's show. He already said, he told me that, hey, I'm willing to come back on your show, Puff. So I know,
Yeah,
Steve, I said,
I'm down.
definitely
yeah, I'm
jump
down.
in.
Yeah, I'm definitely
down,
down.
too. Yeah.
You
We're
gonna do
down.
your show on Saturday though, right? Right.
Yeah.
John, Saturday. Yeah.
2
yeah,
p.m.
hit me up.
Hey, I want John's Comments from Kids to join me, too. I got to find a way to get him
All
on
right.
my show.
And
I
I
didn't know him,
I
dude.
Yeah,
want to get in
have
on that
him send
movie
you
too with him
email.
and Hialeah, man. That looked awesome.
Me too, man.
Yeah, I was
I
just
was
telling
so
you that
jealous
you got
not
to get
to
to the
be on
80s,
that.
man.
John, exactly. Sean, say that to John. He's watching. Tell him what you want to watch.
I want to see y'all do the 80s movies. Y'all did the top 70s. Now I want to see top 80s because we all know the
Yeah, we wanna
80s
see
is where
top
we
80s
all grew up
movies
and watched those great classic movies, man.
We gotta do it, John. We gotta do it. We gotta do it. We gotta get together with Ryan and do that. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, with the Silver Age panel, or with the whole Silver Age panel.
I won't be on your show next week, Stay Puff. I'm gonna be out, but
Yeah.
I'll watch it on the replay when I get back in town.
Awesome, man.
Hialeah, you coming to Tampa?
All
huh?
right.
Tampa.
Don't
He
forget
had
your
to think
wallet.
for a second. I made you think. He said, "Where am I going?"
No, man, but you know what? I gotta get with Javi, maybe 90, and we gotta plan a day where we drive up and we go to all your shops. We'll grab lunch or something. Everybody
That's cool.
get together, and then we'll make it a 1-day thing, man. Because it's
Yeah, we want. If
This
we
is
do the
taking
same
too
thing
long,
for, we do the same thing for Tate.
Yeah, right.
I
This
can
is
swing
taking
by
too
and
long.
get Puff,
See you guys.
and get Puff and Boat, and then we can ride down to Tate's
Mhm.
maybe and go see your shop because if that's y'all said that's an
We got a
awesome
couple of
place to go.
shops here, man. We'll take you to a couple of shops. We got some really good people down here, man.
You got some really good shops to go to. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And it's cool because I think like the three of the best are pretty much in the general same area, so it won't be too much riding. And we'll grab a bite somewhere. We'll go grab some Cuban food. We'll go to Hialeah and grab some Cuban food.
Hey,
Picadilla.
how was Hialeah when it comes to driving?
Dude, people talk about it like it's the end of the world kind of shit, man.
Because I know somebody at the job who drives trucks. You know,
Uh-huh.
they normally make deliveries down there, and he said it's the worst.
That's what they say, dude. People, it's known for that, dude. Like when a joke,
There's no room,
a
man.
running joke is, where did you get your license in Hialeah? because, bro, you're gonna see shit in Hialeah that you don't see, but
You'll never see it anywhere else, man.
anywhere else.
Hey, the
but-
blinker comes on, Sean. They're coming over no matter what. If you go over the interstate and wreck on the net, they're coming over, man. You
It's
might as well
crazy.
try to find a spot to get them
Dude.
in, but they're coming over, man.
But if you guys are with me, I know all the side roads, and like my kids, they drive with me sometimes, and they're like, "Bobby, where you going, man?" I go, "Don't worry about it," and boom, and we're there in like no time. But if you don't know what you're doing, dude, you got problems, bro.
Oh, that's what I fear. Because that's what he was telling me. The driver telling me, if you ever go there, you're gonna be a lost duck. Because you're gonna get, they're gonna mess you up, man.
But the bad thing is, Hialeah, is if you're a truck driver,
Oh.
and man, sometimes, man, you've got to stop all the traffic to back off the road into this little. Man,
that's what he was telling me.
The stress of this job can't pay.
That's what he was telling me. He was telling me about, man, driving trucks down there is even worse.
Yeah,
Because
it's
of how
terrible,
certain
man.
sites they don't have like docks and stuff, so they gotta like park in the street or do the back and stuff. And I was like,
man.
Dude, it's not as bad as, well, you know what? I grew up there, so to me, it's just
All
like,
right, guys, we're logging off.
people talk about it like
Later.
it's the worst. You know?
Hey, Hialeah, if you went anywhere else and did it, you'd say this is a breeze. I promise you
Yeah,
that. 'Cause I've been
exactly,
in
bro.
both.
Exactly. Like I drove once in New York, and I was really scared of driving in New York in Manhattan. And we rented a van one year, and we were up there, and I was like, dude, this ain't shit. I thought it was gonna be worse, dude. This is nothing, dude.
Hey, when I went to Puerto